Welcome back to the channel. And today we got something that needs to be discussed. I know it's politics and it can get real sticky in politics, but I just want to cover the news. Like I said, I like staying up on current events, and I just think it's also important for people to talk about and to gain knowledge and information on important topics. This is has to do with being the president and running the country. So of course, we need to talk about this. So here's the banner for y'all. Trump did what? And we can get straight into the video because it's a pretty long video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but let's see what's going on. And so this is what was trending on Twitter. Number one trending was Georgia and Trump. Trump is being indicted. So here we go.
Another historic day, this time inside an Atlanta courtroom. In a sweeping, nearly 100-page indictment, former President Donald Trump, the leading candidate for the 2024 Republican nomination, was indicted today for trying to overturn his loss to Joe Biden in Georgia in the last election, a state Trump lost to Joe Biden by just under 12,000 votes.
All elections in our nation are administered by these states, which are given the responsibility of ensuring a fair process and an accurate counting of the votes. The state's role in this process is essential to the functioning of our democracy.
Trump charged with 13 counts, including racketeering, conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer, conspiracy to commit forgery, and false statements and false writings. He has previously denied any wrongdoing.
Those are some serious charges. And they said when the video first started, they have 100 documents basically that point out to a lot of the misdoing in terms of the votes, the count of the votes, and also just people trying to gain extra votes in Georgia, because Georgia was an important state. This was actually one of the states that was like the toss up. Whoever wins this state has a great chance of winning the election. So Georgia is very important when you're discussing the presidency, because I think Biden won Georgia, and I think this is the first time a Democrat won Georgia in like 30 years. So of course, when things came out and we found out Biden won, Donald Trump was asking for a recount in Georgia specifically because he was surprised. He was shocked that he lost. And now here we are, that there's a lot of evidence saying that he was trying to do whatever it takes to win Georgia. And this is all allegedly. There's nothing's facts. Everybody's innocent till proven guilty. So technically he's innocent until he's proven guilty. But this is what happened today. And this is what's going on. He's being indicted, and they're trying to really throw some serious charges at him. So let's keep watching.
18 others also indicted, including Trump's former personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, and his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and another 30 unindicted co-conspirators. The indictment
That's big. You hear that? 13 people on his staff is trying to be indicted, and then 30 others who aren't being indicted but they're looking into who's being charged. When you talk, see, this is the thing, like when people are just going at you specifically, it's not that bad. It's bad because it depends on the crime. It's bad. I'm not gonna say it's not that bad, but when it's just you, things is a toss up. And there's not a lot of people that can bring you down when it's just you. You can definitely have witnesses and stuff like that. But when they're trying to involve 30 extra people, 13 people on your staff, that's scary, because people tend to look out for themselves. If these 13 other people on this staff and they're trying to hit them with big charges, trying to throw a lot of time at them. You're telling me they ain't giving up all the information. So I think that this can really get sticky and serious. I think we're going to start hearing a lot of what's been going on, a lot of the truth, because people talk. And especially when there's charges being thrown like this, people are going to be talking. So it's just going to be interesting to see what happens throughout these next couple months.
Detailing that the defendants refused to accept that Trump lost.
They're talking about 161 acts that were committed as part of this criminal enterprise. And what she does is she takes it through chronologically, starting from actually before the election. In act number 1, she makes a reference to the fact that on October 31st, he's already talking about making a speech declaring victory, even if he doesn't win. And so she's saying, in effect, that's where it starts. It starts even before Election Day.
Also indicted today were some of the fake electors recruited by the Trump campaign. The indictment alleges that members of the enterprise corruptly solicited Georgia legislators, instead to unlawfully appoint their own presidential electors for the purpose of casting electoral votes for Donald Trump.
This was an effort to get the legislature to choose an alternate slate of electors who could present themselves falsely, wrongly, as the duly elected electors for Donald Trump. That would then give Vice President Pence a choice, an opportunity to say, look, there's a dispute here, and it has to go to the House of Representatives, or it has to get tossed back to the state.
When I look at this, I think of a couple of things. First of all, the fact that so many lawyers are indicted here. I mean, these are attorneys who are being charged with a crime for their role in this effort.
This indictment is the culmination of District Attorney Felony Willis's 2.5-year investigation.
Meanwhile, President-elect Biden is now projected to win the state of Georgia, the first time a Democrat has done that in nearly 30 years.
In November 2020, 2 recounts.
See, right there. First time they did it in 30 years. And then, hold on, look.
In Georgia, including one requested by Trump, showing the same results. Biden had won the state.
So Trump asked for a recount in Georgia. This is true and this is facts. And I think we all remember the time that he did this because, like I said, this election was wild. It was all over the place. And this is during the COVID time, I believe, because some things had to be mailed in, some things had to be, go there and vote. So it was all over the place, but like it was just total chaos. But like I said, Georgia is a major role in the election, and now we're seeing how just major it is. And then it was talking about before that lawyers are getting charged, and this is crazy. He's political, and he reports on this type of stuff all the time, and he's saying that this is typically not normal. He's saying it's very surprising that lawyers are being charged and pulled to the front. And listen, this is serious. This is very serious. And I think people are starting to understand that this is very serious. So that's enough with the video. I think that's we got a gist of what's going on. Listen, I got no dog in the fight. I know my people that they love Trump are going to ride with Trump till the wheels fall off. There's diehard Trump fans, and then there's people that love Biden or love the Democratic side that is saying, give him the key, throw him away. Like I said, I'm just here to report on it. I don't really have a dog in the fight. But whatever happens, if he did do wrong, then yes, he deserves to get in trouble. He deserves the time because this is serious stuff that we're talking about. This ain't no small crime. This is affecting the president of the United States. Like, let's say he did get away with this and was able to, what they're allegedly saying, let's say he was able to sneak electoral votes and make false voting and became president. What does that got to say about our laws and how we run our system? So yes, laws and rules should always be established and always be taken serious. And I don't think nobody's an exception to the rule if it is true. So listen, whatever happens. This is gonna be playing out for the next couple of months just because of how serious it is and how much information and documentation has to be looked over. So we're gonna see the outcome, but man, it's a crazy day. I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe to see more. And I'm gonna be try to drop every day, if not every day, every other day, and just keep them coming. Thank you guys for watching again, and let's see what happens.